Hi, I'm Kaylee Ford, and this week I did my reading log over Fish in a Tree by Linda Mullally Hunt. This was my first week that I didn't do a picture book. I did a chapter book instead. I usually don't have time to read a chapter book. I got kids, and my husband works nights, and I work quite a bit of hours each week, so I usually don't make time to read books. This week I read this book in less than 48 hours. I spent time up way past my bedtime reading this book because I simply could not put it down. Um, it has it was a really emotional book for me simply because this is the career I want to go into. This was about a teacher who spent way more time than he was required to figure out what it takes to deal with special kids. Each kid's different. Each kid learns differently, and you got to take time with them. This book was about a little girl whose father was in the army, so they traveled a lot throughout her elementary school years. She ended up being dyslexic, and so she couldn't read or write because the words just bounced all over the page, and she couldn't focus on them. That teacher took the time to figure out that when she would get in trouble during reading assignments or writing assignments, she did it purposefully so she could get sent to the principal's office and not have to do those assignments. Instead of making her get in trouble and spend time sitting there struggling to read and write, he would let her draw, or he would let her tell the stories. He would take time to individually teach her while teaching the other kids. I just thought it was an amazing book, and I would honestly recommend it for anybody to read that's going into the teaching profession, because it showed me that, troublemakers aren't always just trying to get in trouble. Maybe there's a reason why they're doing the things that they're doing. And I just thought it was a really cool book. I'd like to share a quote that was in this book. It is, "Everybody is smart in different ways, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its life believing it is stupid." And I just think there's so much truth behind that quote, and I really advise everybody who has not read this book to find the time to read this book before they become a teacher.